Welcome back, sailors, to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Yeah, sorry that took so long. Selfless City was gonna Deus Ex, so I was prepped for that. But my bad. He's not feeling it tonight again. So new stories available again. I suppose. Just download these. This is always cool because a story is essentially like anytime you get like one of those event pop-ups. So it's always worth it to download that if you see the button, because all sorts of cool stuff could be added to your game. Of course, I haven't seen, like, I don't know how many of the stories I've seen, but you know, I clearly haven't seen all of them. And some of the ones that are quite easy to occur, like the sisters, I mean, we still never resolved that. So I'm hoping we'll be able to this time. Maybe we'll try a bit of a different start, we'll see. I think we might go for Veils, as crazy as that sounds. Hearts is pretty good. It does come up quite a bit. We were feeling that last night. But I think maybe we'll go for the Veils approach. Although I was sort of hoping to... Oh, this is interesting. I don't think I've seen this load screen before. I was hoping to be the sort of the scholar. That sounded interesting. I think we still will. You know, we sort of came full circle last night. It was interesting. Maybe we play as a scholar. We've just woken up from a dream. We had a terrible nightmare. We were out in the ocean under this sunless sky, as it were. And out we go again. Well, I mean, that sounds interesting. Either way, natural philosopher. We've got our doctor again, which is nice. Ooh, immortality. What? Eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy. So the presbyter, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Huh. I mean, maybe this is the submarine one. Huh. I don't know. Interesting. Sure. Be interested. Tall tales. The presbyterate guards its secret fiercely. But amidst the clamor and beer stains, the blind helmsman, a salt-scarred navigator, is telling tales of the continent's deepest interior, of a city called Nida, and the origin of the presbyter's long life. Where's he getting his information? Bring wine. He is susceptible to wine. Alright. Liberate the secret of immortality. We'll be citizen, of course. Yep. We'll be lobster. Okay, passenger. No McGallo. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome because we had this guy last time. So that's very nice. Ambition. Death hath no more dominion. The blind helmsman is a wolfstack institution. Centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fry smoke, and the nautical memento is nailed to the wall. When you enter, the salt-scarred navigator is already in full flow. A city deep in the interior. Nida, it's called. There, they decide the span of every life. We don't have a cask of mushroom wine, so we're not going to finish that. Submariner tutorial. How to acquire a submarine. Yes. Travel to the southern coast, follow it to Port Cornelian. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Right, well, let's go to London Admiralty's office, of course. Bam, boom, bim. Anything else interesting happening here? Not quite. Yeah, the Tomb Colonist, of course. We'll head back to Venderbright. That's always a good start. Okay. We'll go ahead and sell our book here. That's fine. I sort of know what I'm doing anyway. Well, off we go, gentlemen. Full speed ahead. Now, in our nightmare, you may recall we set fire to the boat very early on, just after leaving the docks. We didn't do it this time, though, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the lights. You don't need them. There's something underwater, some distance to the north. Well, can't do anything about that just yet. Hunter's Keep? Oh, okay. I do recommend anyone playing this game, though. Oh, cool, I see. That's interesting right there. But, you know, don't worry about terror until it hits, like, higher numbers, because you can always reduce it to, like, 50, just going back to London. So the first 50 points I don't worry about at all. A quiet isle, a grand old house. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other undersea islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. Gravel. I don't know why I say gravel every time I read that. You stand on the docks, the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Of course, I do like to do the spy on the house. I succeeded last time, fingers crossed. Ah, success, excellent. Piano music drifts across the terrace. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor, grand in size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboards. Hush! If we don't speak of it, she frowns. Has she seen you in the window? You withdraw. I'm going to reconnoiter the island. Okay. I'm not going to read every tiny little thing. I mean, I will be, but just because we did do this exact same journey last night, I'm not going to do it for this particular place. And for Venderbright, knock and enter. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you the parlor, where 3 young women await. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You're very welcome. I'm Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe, and the cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Yeah, absolutely. We're a little peckish there, eh? 20. Blue lightnings crawl leisurely up the funnel. St. Erasmus dancing, the cry goes up. Interesting. I think we talked to Lucy last time, so maybe we go for Phoebe. Phoebe has a story to tell, of 2 lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room, to the false stars glittering on the roof above the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore, the undersea shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. There's a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and bath all over biscuits. Okay, we got 1 supply. Lost 20 hunger. Storm's attention. Not a fan of that. Memory of a distant shore. Interesting. I think if we go the maid'll... Yes. She says we are unwelcome in not so many terms. Well, off we go, gentlemen. Now, again, the map is random, and I wonder how that's going to work in with the new DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it an expansion, honestly. Because it's supposed to add a fair amount of things. So I wonder if a low barnet is something we can explore once we acquire our submarine. it's unfortunate. Now, again, we've sort of talked about this. I haven't completed the Bury Your Father's Bones quest. We didn't actually get too far because we got sidetracked and just exploring and, you know, getting into the world and everything. And I think that's fine, because you're still enjoying the game, you're still getting everything out of it. Okay, we've gained a secret, that's excellent. Gonna hang on to our secret for now, might be able to use it. But, I'm really happy to, as the philosopher... Oh, distant bells. Whenever you get that, something way too important, it's almost worth it to head back, because then you trigger a new event, you know what I mean? Almost worth it. Whoa, hey, what? This took an odd curve. But I really like the idea of the philosopher searching for, you know, the secret of immortality. I think that sounds very fun. I think I'd like to do a playthrough as the sea urchin at some point. Play it a bit differently. Play maybe a little more brash, a little more cautious. Not quite consumed with lust for knowledge like I currently have. Which on a second playthrough makes a lot more sense, you know, as our character would be doing that, but also I, as a player, am a lot more knowledgeable. So, I think it's always worthwhile to kill bats, so probably make it our way over there. Yes. It is everything I imagined, he tells you breathlessly, but there's someone missing. Please bring her to me. She went off to Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London, but Venerbright is just as safe as the college, and I'll wager she's bored as mud by now. Alright, I will try my best. Assist a specialized collector. I don't remember that. Ah, it's an Untersea one. I see. Explore Venerbright. Here, sure. Corkscrew Street. At the twisty tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows from gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. A sign reads, Vengeance of Jonah. A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. A grey moustache pokes impertinently from under the bandages. Come in, come in! He seeks passage with the Z captain sympathetic to intrepid cuisine. Okay, lost one terror, which is alright. It's a cramped little place, but much better lit than most places in the tomb colonies. The scents of the dishes are multitudinous. I'm not sure that's a word. I mean, I'm sure it's a word, but I've never heard it pronounced. Multitudinous. I don't know. And extraordinary. Are they good? They might be. They might be good. It's difficult to tell. So we can't recruit him because we require no more bandaged chef. We haven't learned about him. Okay. Oh, I have this one apparently. I need 300 echoes, that's why. As well. We can offer him a strange catch, which we don't have, or sample today's special, which is 60 echoes. I do not think so. Perhaps not. But I'm glad we learned of him, because now we can go back. Yes. Z-Captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the old tomb colonists. But even the tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is afraid of moths. He opens the door. You step into near darkness. A pair of ivory wow, I don't know how I skipped there. A pair of luminous lamp-lettered bees in a lattice ivory tube. There is no other light source. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled on the couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Z-Captain, Silkskin. Not much left for me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Will pay well. Cosmogone, Irigo, Pelican. Steward has list. Find them, here and there. across the wide Black Sea. We most certainly will. We're going to ask about the Grand Sanatorium here. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbright. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we need something else, somewhere to end. Don't worry, I will. And we need to gather our port report. So, yes, nothing new. Off we go, gentlemen. I think I sort of messing around with the webcam as I was waiting for his office to get set up, and I think I figured out some of the issues to make streaming a model procedure a little better, which is excellent. So we're gonna back up here. This is one of the best. Oh shit. Oh, that's not great. Back it up. Honestly, like, you take a little bit of damage, but it's totally worth it. I mean, 10 damage, but you get a supply off it usually. Or you can get food, but I generally go for the supply. Gain a point of terror, but I'm not overly concerned about that. Because one supply can keep you going for a while, and it can certainly repair the Kant's Abyss. Well, I think I can, thank you very much. I'm not sure exactly where this bat storm is. Okay, got it. I might be able to get 2 shots off before it gets the attack. No, it gets the second attack just now. Do you guys remember when there's crabs everywhere? I just remember the crabs. They were awful. Let's gather up them into the pot. Thank you. There's actually, we're sort of lucked out with the RNG. These lights are in a very nice spread, so we can save a lot of fuel and coast between them if we ever do care about our terror, especially on the way back. Good old Pickett's Bluff, eh? Now you do waste a little bit more supply and fuel doing it this way and going close to the edge, but I do like to have as much as I can. This would be Storm here. A white Z-Bat. The sailor has grown fretful and disobedient, reluctant to go on deck even in port. There's a white Z-Bat watching me up there. Salt's messenger. Salt's got its eye on me. We'll never see home again. Oh, I thought this was Storm. Salt? Sailor's superstition. Order him up on deck at once. No. We could feed the Z-Bat. Interesting. Shoot the Z-Bat. The bloody thing is frightening your bloody crew, and you'll bloody well settle its hash. A 75% chance of shooting it. No, I think we feed it, though. Let's try and get the god's favor, shall we? So, from your fingers. The Z-Bat takes fungal crackers from your fingers as boldly as a parrot. It dips its head to you and chirps something that you might mistake for speech. It spreads its wings and leaps into the air. The next day, your crewman is gone, along with one of the ship's boats. No one saw him depart, or knows why. So we now have Salt's attention. We know something of the 3 gods of the Z. We've lost 1 crew, and we've gained a fragment. Not the worst outcome. Crew isn't terribly expensive. Crew is something I tend to run low on as well, as it's cheap to hire crew when you have little crew. So oh shit, Lifeberg. I'm just gonna back it up here, guys. Okay, nice. Playing it safe there. I'd rather not. I love the sort of 3D effect they have. It makes them very odd to look at. Okay, another secret, nice. Found Censor's Arc. Or arch, rather. Some people pronounce that as arc. Can go either way. One thing I should explain about terror that I suppose we haven't done. So when your terror is orange, it goes up 1 point every tick. When it's red, it goes up 2 every tick, and when it's green, it goes down 1 every tick. But it can never go back. So if you have... Oh, derp. That was silly of me. So if you ever get in a position where you can get it to green, it's good to reduce it, you know, just for that tick. Welcome to Wither. House of Question. I don't remember that before. Northwest of Withertown, the House of Question stands alone. Here the initiates of the house make offerings to the 3 gods of the deep sea, and perhaps a 4th who is not a god. It's the one place in Wither where you can sometimes get a straight answer, for a price. So, gain Stone's attention. Haven't done that. Ask about the drowned man. 100 echoes. I don't know about that. The initiates of the house are reluctant to speak of him, but you may be able to bribe them to gain a few tenuous snippets. 100 is quite expensive. But again, we are a scholar. We are a learned man. We're very curious in the occult. It is possible, we ask. Or defy the gods. Spit on the floor, curse the priest, overturn an altar. Increase your hearts and iron by 5 each. Wow. Set your terror to 0. But you'll never be able to remove any god's curse or benefit in certain other ways. Shit. I mean, that's really good, though. But, let's not. The drowned man's brothers, aye, and sisters gave him to the knives and to the lacquer. Here we have no lacquer, only snow. Snow comes from the north. Lacquer comes from pain. We have it a little easier. So we're only getting 2 fragments for 100 echoes, which is kind of fucking garbage. But that might have spawned something later on for us, so we'll see. Behind the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here you might almost imagine there was snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. So we can explore the town here, yeah. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone, closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have an irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there, the odd sights are tucked away. The wind speaks. You fall into a reverie as you wander the shore. There are words in the wind, a story of sorts, of a gate in the north, of a pale light that began there, of a drowned light that will end there, of a high wilderness that other ships may sail. You lift your eyes. On the wall of the salt works, someone has scrawled, "Is there a sea more sunless?" 10 fragments. We now have storms. The gods of sea storms' attention quality is now. An ancient anger knows you. Okay, might not be good. Gather intelligence, absolutely. At least we didn't waste our 50 echoes this time doing a shore leave and wither. So, the gods are onto us, boys. And you don't have to appease the gods. You can spit on them. We did have that option. Oh god, please don't. Okay, thank you. I just need to get up here to get it on my map. Okay, we might be able to outrun it. Okay, there's Codex. Not far from where it was last time. Oh shit, it saw me, right? Okay, we lost it. Thank god. Maybe lost it. Pucker Ridge Lookout. December 4th, 1887. Fed the crew. Nice. December 5th, 1887. Far off, very far off, someone screams. I'd rather they didn't. So we do have 2 secrets now, I believe. We haven't speak to the plausible surgeon yet. Hello, my dear, my dear. Sit down carefully. Let me tidy away these implements. We don't want any carelessness, do we? Ask about his desires and ambitions. He's traveled much, seen all manner of wound and malady. But is there anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? A Shelland. You know it. They collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest Captain, if we ever find ourselves in the Chelanet, I do hope you see fit to release me from our arrangement. Yeah, the Far East. Yeah. How many secrets do I have by chance? I have 2. So we could improve our pages. Oh, would you like to talk about secrets, would we? Secrets are my favorite. I mean, pages does seem quite useful. I mean, it's not the most useful thing, but it does seem something that'll be useful to us as a, you know, a scholarly sort. We'll play it safe for now, though. Ooh, this seems interesting. This is a whole new thing here. Let's just compile the port report. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar. The meaning's unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Yeah. There's a desperate cave full of mute exiles, an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. Gotta love those monkeys. Truth be told. I never noticed that was our hold capacity before. That's really useful. Frostfound. Vast and chilly. A fortress sieged by questions, answers, and riddles. Interesting. I suppose we could talk to our comatose ferret. Mostly it's immobile. Occasionally it's feral. Nice. Today your ferret seems a little livelier. A single circuit. The ferret rises from its pillow and moves to explore the cabin. It moves like a meandering storm of treacle. It noses at furniture, disdains boots. It returns to its pillow. There's nothing. Its expression says nothing at all. Nothing for me here. Oh, that's sad. We missed something back here. Also, we haven't found the gates, which is interesting. A Zailor is praying. We need to start thinking about going back unless we find fuel soon. How are we getting the 10 up here? We had to feed the crew again today. How annoying. This is really surprising that we haven't found the gate. The air trembles. A breath of change passes. There's another lifeberg. Rather not deal with that. The Achilles Abyss. Interesting. How far is it? Is it worth traveling this far? I wonder. My goodness. Normally it's about here. Honestly, it's probably a lot safer to start heading back now. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiations. To the north, the false stars fall in the darkness. Or fail, I suppose. Fail in the darkness. No, it's just up here then, somewhere. Oh, it's so damn risky. Very far off, someone screams. Well, we don't see it right now, so I suppose we'll have to visit. That's interesting. Normally I make the gate my goal in these quests. I try and make it to the gate and then head home. But it's so far. I can't risk that, unfortunately. Let's try and get the Teneb. Oh shit. Well, at least it's not the super murder, you know, boss version of the Lifeberg. Whatever that thing was. That mountain that spewed death. Fed the crew. Frost found. Vast and chilly, a fortress sieged by questions and answers and riddles. That was very scary right there. My voice almost cracked. Okay, so there's one here. There's Teneb just up here as well. A brisk spatter of spray. The Entrzy is restless. Most certainly is. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here. We've gained another secret. Discovered Sycamore Arch. Nice, nice. I think we will use our one secret here and improve our pages by 1. Again, it's not much, but something. How do we get in here? This is Frost found. Is Teneb something I can dock with? Hey, we're burning a lot of fuel just going around this damn thing. I don't see any way in, do you guys? I'll play it safe for now. Damn you, game. Because, yeah, we need our fuel to get back. Ooh, we are quite away from home. We've already... Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll run into the fungal place. You can buy fuel there, although it's not ideal. I know, Teneb is somewhere and we can't get to it. 2 fuel. It's possible we run out of fuel. That is quite the trip. We're gonna have to cut basically straight there. Vendor Bright, we can buy fuel for 20, I think. Which is exactly what we have for food. Or for money. But we'd only be able to buy 1. It's not ideal. And we can't risk our light, sadly. Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it. Puffs of vapor. Your crew huddles at the warmth of pipe and funnel. Interesting. Snow here. The glassy chop of water. The iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Dust and echoes. Even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. True. I mean, yeah, we totally got enough to get back to London. That's nice. I was really hoping we'd find more places here before we made it back, but it's not the case. This is actually a little bit of an unlucky spawn. Baked breeze rises, the improbable scent of stone out of some distant desert. You're close to the salt lions. Oh! Yeah, there's the curbs. We remember them. There's something there. Did you see it in the water? What is it? Oh, it's a little crab. Okay, if we could just go reverse here. Tears. Your cheeks are wet. You think for a moment that's sweat, but then sorrow hits you like a falling stalactite. You're weeping. You double over, inconsolable. Control yourself. Stifle your sobs. What is this? Why the sorrow? Or weep and give yourself over to it. Ooh, that's a tough one. I feel like weeping is a bit dangerous, but I don't have much to lose at this point in the game. Let's weep. The flood tide. Your crew watch in alarm as you collapse the boards. Tears burst from your eyes. Your body is racked with sobs. It passes as suddenly as it started, but your thoughts are stained dark with unlikely grief. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we just want to fight the baby crab, not the big one. That's the thing. Yeah, good. Last bit of fuel, boys. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. Supplies would be great right now, but yes, we will try and dissect it. A crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops, of one of the deep sea crab species. But its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Some fragments, that's nice. Now, supplies would have been the smarter thing there, but again, we are a scholar, we are a philosopher, we need to know. We had to cut it open. We had so many questions. I wanted answers. Oh, please give me something before I return to London. We're down to our last ration. And fuel is quite low. Salt lines are close here. Home waters. The sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. It's a bit of tradition for me to stop off at the sisters on my way out of London, but I suppose we can see if they're free right now. Ah, excellent. Luncheon with the sisters. We can talk to Cynthia, Lucy, or Phoebe. News. Yeah, this is recent news. We haven't gone to London yet, though, so we don't have any. Let's have lunch with, I think, Cynthia this time. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. Seems to you that you're sitting on a hillside, above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of murder. An axe, a net, blood scented on water. Another chop, Cynthia asks. You barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap up something for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. You've gained terror. You have now a tale of terror. You've gained one supply. Excellent. You're acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. Ooh. That's interesting. You've lost 100. You've gained 1 iron. And salt's got, attention to us. Where are the sisters, boys? No? I really hope we don't fail what we did last time. We didn't manage to save them, to figure out their mystery. Perhaps we need to bring them tales of London. That'll cheer them up. They worry too much. They think too much. They just need to relax. And hear of the rest of the world. They're so close, too. But they can't make the trip. Just coast on back into the water. Ah, the home docks. Brings back memories. Excellent. A little gift. That is such an interesting quest line. we'll hang on to that for now. Let's go to the Admiralty. That's most important. They pay for information, yes. Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. Their citizens have her enduring majesty, notionally. Yeah, so 5 echoes for that. We gain a fuel, which is excellent. Vendorite. What have the nearly dead been up to then? 10 echoes? I mean, it's alright. Some fuel, I guess. Whether I refuse to ask any questions. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. So 1 more fuel. Excellent. 1 more echoes. Tell them of Codex. Exiled for giving answers. That's withered for you. Anything new? Let's get another fuel. Up to 5 fuel. We do have an appointment. So 1 point of favor will get me 2 to 3 fuel. I have 4 favor right now. Submit vital intelligence. Don't have any yet. Submit your port reports. Speak of the great game. We don't know about that. What do you need? Information. Visit port. We'll be interested in the port report. Yes. Visit places of particular interest and we'll be interested in the strategic information you gain here thereby. We'll pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it? Well, that's awkward. It's, I'm gonna trade for some fuel here. No, I don't need the dry dock there. So... No, this is the dry dock. No, this is not what I asked for at all. No, no, I wanted fuel. He didn't give me 2 to 3 fuel. Whatever. Let's go to the university. We do have a secret. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove you're worthy of entry. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He? Explains, teeth glinting. Ah, a twist in your tail. You are now Favor's antiquarian. Excellent. You've gained 1 page. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointment as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his... Is it his? Raise a sharp enthusiasm for causing too many injuries at the faculty. Ah yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? We have a memory of distant shores. Now here's the interesting thing is we can always use this elsewhere. But I think we're going to use it here for now. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing, eyes. They overflow, splashing on the desk bladder. Stop. She sobs. At last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macaw of memories. I wish each individual tone to be recalled. So we got 10 echoes. Not too crazy, but... Ah, here we go. Yes, 1 point of favor gets me 2 to 3 fuel, please. He'll take me to the dry dock where I do it. Oh, right here. Ah, perfect. So we failed, so we got 2 fuel. But that's fine, honestly. That'll be just fine for me. So we could, the very little, like the little gift is such just an interesting thing. A very fine evening to you, Captain. My what you might call mentor is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. So we can accept the dispensation. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold, or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. True, we have lots. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? So here's the thing. He gives you a bunch of free fuel and supplies, which is excellent. But we're gonna have to do some smuggling for him. That's just not the end of the world. But on the other hand, I haven't successfully done it before, so it's not that I got caught, it's just I didn't know where to take it. Or I couldn't find where to take it, rather. Who's this patron? Is there a catch? He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river, what is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar. And public house, and there's no obligation to speak of. My patron will only hope that you remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine he would refuse your offer. Yes, I think this time we shall refuse, good sir. Perhaps if we do play as the urchin next time, this would be good, yeah. We'll refuse. I will not deny that I'm a little saddened. I think that my patron will also share my sadness, but I understand that you know your business and that a Z-Captain is a free spirit. I will explain carefully to my patron that you mean no insult by refusing the kind gift. Zail Zafe. The dray creaks off into the dockside crowd. So we did refuse that. That's excellent. Ah, she is the greatest city on the Untersee. Don't you forget it. I would never. Not interested in more crew. New recruits. No, that didn't happen. Can't do any carousing. Some lodgings here. Yeah, read the morning papers, please do. So now some recent news. We gained a supply. Excellent. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Cornelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersee, the papers report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't. You'd know. Oh ho! A promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty's provisioners for a half-cask of salt herring. You could use that. Yeah. I'm not going to rent a room. That's fine. It's 10 echoes. Now, sometime we're going to want to purchase this house. Right. So, I think what we do... oh shit. No, hang on. We need to buy supplies first off. Oh man, supplies are 20 each. That's brutal. Well, we have to buy them, which again, that's most of our money. Buy one fuel, probably okay. At some point, hopefully we'll be able to buy a nice gun. A sea worm torpedo, eh? Either way, money is so hard to come by in this game. There's like a massive, like, grindy part of the game that you kind of sort of end up having to do, which is like killing like pirates and stuff like that over and over, if you can find them. I don't recommend it. You can also do like a trading game, but to do that you have to get enough money to get to the point where you can trade. Again, I don't really recommend it. There's a whole area down there of London we can check out at some point. It's one of those things that you have to do, but I think it's boring, so I don't recommend. So Mutton Island. It's nice and close. Discover the Murray Straits. Nice. And a sailor is praying. So something awaits you in port. Let's see what happens. Mutton Island. Fires on the hillside. Quakers Haven. Once a simple fishing village was part of London's suburbs. Before London fell and the waters rushed in, Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind the town. Well, I don't think we've ever been here before. So we can explore the shore. So time is passing on Mutton Island, eh? Interesting. Is there some sort of timed event? So chat to the fisherman. Oh, we could get the frickin' cat, which, I mean, I wasn't a fan of the cat, honestly. I think the cat gives, like, 1 iron or something. Or maybe it was, like, 2 iron, but -1 something. We'll stick with the ferret for now. I'm not sure it's worth the 3 supplies we'd have to use. Chat to the fisherman. Or visit the hilltop above town. Well, this is the port report here. Ooh, a lot of options here. Do we visit the hilltop, or do we explore the shore? Let's visit the hilltop, I think. There's a bit of a challenge here we can take. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets from the inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents. Let's go. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top overlooking a little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins to a pencil smudge. Then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like the gods cut it in half. What a noise. It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. Okay, well, let's go ahead and chat to the fisherman. So we traded an echo here, we had to pay them. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, Khanate ships putting in the resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. So we got Quakers Haven port report. Time is passing. Why is time passing? That's interesting to me. I've never seen that before. So, supplies here 30 and fuel's 20. Whoa! It's a bit rough there, Tim. With a fair amount, we can go south, actually, this time. Suppose we'll do that. And then we'll visit the sisters on our way back to London. Wait, do we not actually discover Mutton? Whatever, we'll do it later, I guess. It's really funny. It's just a crab, maybe? I get the lights on. Slow down a little. Yeah, it is. It's the baby crabs, which are excellent. So you want to stay... Oh, shit. So you want to keep it in your arc. But... You can outrun them. You just have to know their range of attack. Well, we fucked it. What do you got for me? I think we'll butcher it for supplies. Lost 24 hunger. Excellent. The crew will feast. The glowing flesh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades. So eat it while it's fresh. So we don't actually get a supply. We just reset our hunger, which is nice because our hunger is about here. But that is interesting, the notes. December 15th, 1887. Home. Warmly lit windows, company, peace. Thoughts of home come at the strangest of times. True. Oh, this is like the forge, yeah. The Canal. Oh, weren't we supposed to take our guy there? This guy, yeah. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take a guy here. I forget where he said. Something with C anyway. Oh god, no. The old stream-ending jellyfish. It's time for revenge. Oh shit. Here we go. This one will be difficult to kill. Now the trick is to try and circle around them. It's really hard with like the non-human entities, as they can sort of spin on a dime, as you're probably noticing. And all they need to do is just sort of come in contact with you. So I think he's facing sort of this way. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. No, we messed that up. No, we're fine. Oof. The jellyflure's end. The jellyflure. Is it a young jellyfish? A lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, it's now sad slick goo dissolving into the Z. Screw it up. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. Well, we don't have any hunger right now. Or we can watch it disperse. Watch its oil rainbow colors fade. A face? From above, the jellyflure's cap does look a little like a woman's face. She dissolves like a smeared paint. We now have a Z story, so that could be interesting. Was it worth the time and effort? Well, guess we'll find out the hard way. I mean, that would be fun, origami, stream-ending jellyfish. As an emote. I feel like if we ever have emotes, like, they're just gonna be, like, so in-jokey. A lot of people have, like, really good emotes that are just, like, sort of reaction images, or just, like, fun pictures that anyone can just, like, enjoy. And honestly, like, that's nice. I think those are quite good, and I love it when people take those to other channels. But I think, yeah, if we ever had emotes, they would just be, like, really in-jokes. The Nazi Harmer. Cumin Canal staging area. Oh, interesting. Ruby writing. The canal ascends through locks and gates and shadowed turns, the sunlight to the surface. Ah, it's just the gnomic gallivant in an enterprise of dubious legality. A riddle. There are 10 individuals in a room, one of whom is an ancient tyrant. How can you distinguish him? Answer. Burglarize a private library for a picture of him beforehand. Oh, dear, 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 dear me. Not sure I'm... Yes. Knowing the enemy. As dinner bells sound throughout the port, you carry a ladder to one of the long-moored, half-legal ship hostels. You prop the ladder out to the porthole of what the Gallivant assures you is the cabin of a French diplomat. He ascends swiftly, leaving you carrying the ladder away. Half an hour later, the Gallivant is back on your deck. He polishes his ruby cuffs. I have seen the face of eternity printed in ink. It was a terrible face. There is still one port left to visit. The gnomic Gallivant is on a mission. The board will forever alter, he says. He now knows his target's face. Well, let's listen for surface gossip. A card game ends badly when one of the surface sailor knifes another for the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins that spill from her pockets. You snatch up a scrap of paper they overlook. Curious markings, dates, times, code names, spies work. You'd have one-time moves in the game. Interesting. Get our port reports here. And this is really interesting to me, this one. Always, travel to the surface. The sun is dangerous to Neath dwellers like your crew, but the surface has its temptations. Sure, you're well stocked with supplies and fuel, or you may never return. Like, that's just so interesting. You know? Someday, someday. I don't think they'll let me through here. That's a no. Because I think that's how you get to the surface. First emote 26. Maybe. I mean, what else could we have, right? Like, I mean, back in the day, it was going to be the coal coffin, because that was like the funniest thing for like a while. But that's like a really old joke. Before borrowed, I think. Who have we here? The air trembles. A breath of change passes. December 18th. Oof. Sizzling vapors rise from the sea. Time slips sideways. A coil of rope has stung a stoker, and his fellows beat it to death. We are under the hand of the Iron Republic. The music in this game is so good, though. Adam's Doom. Log with an X through it. Real man can beat through things that would. That would be funny too, yeah. Cudgel's Bluff. The glassy chop of dark water. The iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Hell's client state. Be wary. Their laws are not laws of man or nature. Factory engines roar like false lions. Blood thunders in the dock pipes. Crimson lightning skitters across the deck, leaps to the rail, curls like there's a cat. The city is reflected in a glassy calm harbor water. The citizens there have heads of dogs and serpents. Hell has brought freedom to the Iron Republic. Freedom from all laws, even those of nature. So we could listen. We need 70 terror, though. Your fears line up on the quay, waving like old lovers. We could actually potentially get that. Engage an officer, the impressionable cannoneer. Are you looking for a gunner? We don't have enough money out of... Oh, almost, actually. Fuel's only 8 here. Oh, man, that's really good. I mean, it's 10 in London, so it's like... You know what I mean? One sec, guys. Like, I wouldn't mind buying the cannoneer, but sadly no luck. So we could compile a port report here. Ooh. Another day. Iron Republic days no more than 14. Interesting. We need Stygian Ivory and Devil Bone Dice for that. Let's go ahead and, the Parliament of Flies. The market hungers with its spires and sigils. Is it a parody of the bazaar? Today, flies fill its arcades. Buzz, buzz. Get another terror here. Visit shops tab. After this visit, the Parliament will no longer be here. The Republic will seep Zoop in supplies instead. Oh. The House of Pleasures. Interesting. So we can buy Dread Surmise of Searing Enigmas. Bear of Parable Linen, Judgment Eggs, Colossal Flute Cores, Scintillac, buy here. Romantic Literature, keep that in mind. Those kind of things. I might actually, you know what, I'll take a picture of that so I can truly remember. Cool. Market Finder's Cavalry Doctrine. Ooh. Compile a report, eh? Just compile a port report. I've lost a heart. Oh, fuck. That's annoying. Won't be entirely straightforward. The streets won't lie straight, and the ink freezes when we look away from the inkwell. New sensations of the Republic are overwhelming. The desire for years. There's a hatred for fountains. Here's an emotion that can only be expressed mathematically. Now you are awash with nostalgia for the hatching of an egg. You write it down, write it all down. Perhaps you'll be rid of it. So we got a Tale of Terror. We did lose a heart, which sucks. Now a memory of distant shores, so that's quite nice. So we haven't used our something awaits you yet. I guess we go for the cavalry doctrine. And I would love to come back for her, to be honest. Unfortunately, I have to be right back, guys. Give me a sort of 2 minutes time. Sorry, just one sec. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was fun. I think, yeah, we'll check this out, because we should be able to get another something awaits you import on our way back. Hopefully we have a little money. We had 26 before we did it. Oh yeah, it's weird, Bard. Let's check this out. So we gain a new terror. Nice. So yeah, we can buy Zoop. Or sell supplies here for 25 each. I mean, it's not bad. You buy them for 20. Oh, do we do it? We could sell one. The House of Milks. Coffee and fuel drip from the dragon teats. Oh. That's risky. Sell supply. Sack of dark drop coffee beans. All the fire of hell and all the aroma of heaven. Interesting. No, I just really want to buy... Oh shit, she's gone right because we used that. Well, that's fine. We have the money now. So we can get her later. if we make it to later. We just need to have the something awaits to import option come back. And we did make a tiny profit there, albeit we're spending the profit on her. So now, what? We didn't discover something here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of fog banks. Might be wise just to head back to London. We didn't discover too much, but we got, what, 3 port reports? That's probably fine. The Grand Geode, some distance to your south. Ah, there you go, something awaits this import. Excellent. I haven't done them all, but yeah, we've done some borrowed. Corkery Bay. Got a bit more favor with the Admiral. Get some free fuel. Just supplies, like I just worry about not having money for supplies, you know? It's our big issue. That said, kinda broke, so I don't think you can dock here, can you? I don't know if we ever saw this actually. Grand Geode looks awesome. Oh, you should totally be able to dock here. Yeah, you can. Oh, cool. Well, that might be another port report. Oh, shit! Glorious Dreadnought. I mean, I want to. There's no way we can, though, right? Oh my god. December 21st, 1887. Laughter from the foredeck. There's no way. Oh no, Boro, that was our quest, or the story rather, for our this guy here, the our current passenger, the Gnomic Gallivant. So we had to take him to 2 separate places, and one of those he wanted to go to the Canal, and the other one I don't remember. We'll figure that out at some point. Here. Yeah, it doesn't say the other place he wants to go. Grand Geode. So, we can ask to speak to someone with authority because we have something awaiting us in port. A naval base with the Royal Navy's emblems, curiously amended. Efficient, bright-eyed women and men work briskly everywhere you look. They're singing hymns with unfamiliar words. Hard-faced Royal Marines watch you carefully, barring entry to the geode's heart. A plaque by the docks has been defaced with orange paint, but you can still make the original inscription. Station 5, Adjunct. Well, let's use it. Oh, fuck, I did not expect that to max our terror. That is not good. Blank space in your memory. You saw the Commodore, and then there was something bright. You discussed matters of importance. You're certain of it. Teasing clues linger in your memory. A sailor asked to stay behind, and you permitted it. Because. It all come clear, probably. So we lost a crew. You can gain an extraordinary implication. We now have a memoir sunstroke. The light, it's pretty. Menaces, yearning, burning. It's not good. And we're now insane. Let's compile a port report here. Take the discreet notes. The Marines are watching. Okay, and we can ask, engage an officer of the Carnelian Exile. A dark-spectacled woman marches up to you, in some haste. Citizen, take me with you. I'm no longer welcome here, and I'll show you where we need to go. She's a first officer. That increases mirrors and pages. Yes, please. Welcome aboard. Here I am. A ship, I suppose, is both always here and never there, because there becomes here. Probably true. Well, welcome aboard. 6 mirrors, 3 pages. Nice. Soft-spoken, a little mystical. How much does she see? Not sure. Welcome, first officer. She has the discomfiting and even irritating habit of answering your questions just before you finish speaking. You can invite her to dine with us if we get some supplies in a searing enigma. Ask her to dine with you, but don't ask her to remove her glasses. Increase your mirrors. Could be good. And ask her yes. At last Salt Song. Interesting. We have 3 secrets. Might as well use one here. Tell her a few words of what you learned. She'll do the same. Tell her a few words. Thoughtful, focused advice. She says little, but each word is placed like a pin in a map. Alright guys, let's try and make it back to London without going nuts, okay? Which means keeping our damn it's too late. Fear and despair have destroyed your loyalty of your crew. Half of those who remain have taken up arms against you, taken shelter in the bridge while their shots ring out against you. Cut them down. Cowards, villains, damn them all. Failure here means your game over. Attempt to win them round. You're their only hope of reaching home alive. Make them understand that. So, it's a 7% chance of passing, 15%. We failed, so we've died. Take cover with your loyalists and hold them out as bay as long as you can. One by one, you run out of ammunition. When they storm the bridge, you fight them hand to hand to no avail. One of them smashes you through the glass of the bridge windows. You tumble to the deck as they shout in desperate victory, and land with a final crunch. GG. GG. I mean, that's unfortunate. Obviously, you don't ever... Like, it's one of these things, like, it's not... This game's very easy to survive in. It's just a series of calculated risks. And you never plan on gaining 25 terror in a single, simple click. At least I didn't. So... I don't think any of these will give me a single increase to a stat, so... Okay, I can get 1 mirror by doing that. I can start with this weapon here. We didn't have any money to come back with, so... Oh, an officer, hang on. Yeah, we can start with Canelian Exile. That's excellent. That is cool. Yes. Well, maybe we do play as a street urchin this time. I don't know. Either way, guys, I suppose it's a good enough place as any to call it. Unfortunately, it turns out... It's saving right now, that's excellent. It turns out I'm actually a little more ill than I thought I was, which is slightly frustrating. Also frustrating because, like, I work super early tomorrow, like, you know, early for me, and I'm closing, so, you know, and we don't have anyone left at my work, so it's not like I can get out of it. I mean, I'd rather have the money anyway, but sometimes it's like you reach a point where you're like, I don't know if I can, because I'm in a kitchen, and it's just going to be me working for, like, you know, 6 hours alone. There's going to be a little period in the middle where I have people helping, but yeah, for the most part, it's just me for 6 hours alone. You're just like, fuck, I hope I can make it through all this. So, either way, take it easy, everyone. That was another little foray into Sunless Sea. It's a bit unfortunate that things went the way they did, but we do have a new officer to start out, which is excellent. The stat boost is great. It's unfortunate that we failed there, but what can you do, right? Take it easy, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow as always.